All right, good morning, everybody. It's another beautiful Saturday morning, and I want to welcome you to Just a Chat with Bumi Alabi. How has been your week? Well, mine has been awesome, and I want to say Happy New Month to you all. And it's Lovers Day. No, not Lovers Day, Lovers Month, and it's my birth month. Yes, we favorite children, we are special children. Yes, how has been your week? Like I asked. I hope you've been doing fine and good. Well, today I have emoji with me too. You're already starting. I think this is
so.
just coincidental. Red, red. Say red,
Yes,
poppy
love
red.
month.
We love month. Must it be red, red? You sure I like doing all this thing just because everybody is doing
red
it.
is my color.
It's your color. Well, it's my color. Well, red is my
I
color
love
too. I love red, and I guess love
You
pink.
love. I said I love red. Say
I
it's
love
my color.
red.
You say it's your color.
It's my color too now.
Okay.
We are becoming one. Because I'm always sitting beside me here. Now we are becoming one. You are talking like I'm talking, or I'm talking like you are talking. And our guest color too is pink.
Yeah.
And she's looking pretty in that pink
Yeah.
color.
Oh,
Okay. Well, it's good to have an amazing person here today. Let me tell you, I'm going to say it publicly here.
God.
I've been inviting her several times because I know that she's loaded.
Jeez.
When I see that somebody has something, and she's trying to keep it to herself, I don't like it, because God has given you something so that others can learn from it. But trust me, she's still coming back here on this set. But I'm so happy because she has made it down here on Just a Chat. Please join me as I welcome my amazing one and only sister, Mrs. Fumi. It shocked you?
Thank
I know you've been running away from sitting on the seat because you know that she's one of the people that will be behind
Stop
you.
calling it us seats. Maybe because
It's
you
not
call
seat.
it us seats.
Is it us?
It's not
You are
us.
one of the person that makes it hot for people now. You put fire on people's bum now. But it's not hot now. But I know that at least you should be here.
Thank
I know
you.
that you are somebody that you have a lot of things to teach people, and honestly, I really celebrate you, ma.
Thank you, ma.
Good to have you. You're looking pretty as usual.
Thank you,
Looking
thank
pretty and
you.
poppy.
Thank you. I'm happy to be with you. I'm
To
happy to
have
be
you.
here
So
finally.
let's know Mrs. Fumi officially now what to do.
Oh, okay. My name is Fumilayo Fagbero. I'm a businesswoman. I'm into logistics. I'm into car sales.
Okay.
I've been a customer service person for 6-8 years.
Wow.
I'm a marketer for 7 years
Wow.
before I start my own business. So
Wow.
that's me.
And maybe I should add you're a female activist. You are, yes. Yes.
I'm not actually, I don't believe in female activists or being a feminism. I just
Feminism.
want every individual to be civil. I want us to care. What I can't do to you, don't do it to me.
To me.
That's all. I just want it to be fair.
To be fair,
That's
fair
all.
and just. Okay. All right, you're welcome. Good to
Thank
have you
you.
today. Well, today, we want to talk about another topic on, on rape case, as in, because we've been hearing lots of rape cases all over for years, and it's been existing for years. Even from the Bible, rape cases has been from the Bible, and it's been happening for a long time. But recently we've been talking about some assault that has been going on from so-called religious setting, which we started like some weeks ago, and I think recently there's another case that I think we need to really look into and ask questions that why is this really happening? And that is the case of no one but sentence of Bishop Feyi Daniel. Feyi Daniel, I think I'm right. Feyi Daniel
Yes.
into life imprisonment for raping 2 of his church members, and he was sentenced to life imprisonment. So honestly, I've heard about this story for some couple of weeks, and I think when I heard the sentence that was passed across to him, I was like, life imprisonment. Honestly, before I thought rape case is 15 years imprisonment. Happy?
No.
I don't know. That's what I thought before, that rape case is a 15-year imprisonment.
No, it's not 15 years imprisonment.
Okay.
It's not, because even from the law of Nigeria, from the section 358 of the Criminal Code Act in Nigeria, it states that any person who commits the offense of rape is liable to imprisonment for life, with or without caning. But
With or without
caning, like
caning,
with or
okay.
without other
Yeah,
conditions or
condition.
payment of fine and all. And I think the reason why most people then, it was just 15 years, because they have money. They were able to twist the story.
Okay.
There's no social media. There's no backup. And I would say that people are not listening to the female child then.
But
Now
people
they
really
listen to us
serve,
better.
sorry, but the people really serve that years. They have 15 years sentence. Then.
That is what people don't go back to verify.
Because I believe that if this thing has been it has been followed suit, as in maybe the rape cases should have reduced by now.
The something is that most cases doesn't get to the legal what would I call
Yeah,
it?
the sharing.
Yeah, you understand? Because most people that are raped, they find it difficult to speak out. So the ones you see that they give 15 years, I think most of them, they will turn it to be like maybe attempt to rape.
Yes.
You understand? Not to rape. Because if honestly, I thought rape stuff would be like some years.
Yes.
But when you
That's
say
right.
life imprisonment, but they should let people know.
But on this, even before we even go to that, on this case, a lot of people, there are so many mixed feelings about it. That how about if this thing is politically influence kind of, it was the same person that came. I didn't know about him before until when he came some years ago, and he was giving some prophecy, some strong prophetic instruction that really it almost got everybody, because it was so accurate. It was so specific with that with those prophetic words, and only to just hear this story last year. And I heard that this allegation has been on before he even gave that prophecy, and people were like, okay, it is because of the prophecy he gave that maybe the government were trying to just pull him down, or maybe it was set up, maybe it was the rape, it was just it wasn't true, different mixed feelings about it. So do you think he really deserve life imprisonment, or as in being proven, as in, I don't know, because something that people were like, we're talking about behind the camera, that okay, how about if it is even consensual? You understand? Like the people that he raped, they were not adults. I mean, they were adults. Sorry, like 23-year-old and his assistant pastor, and at his house. I think I was reading that story, and the way he did it, that maybe the pastor didn't come for a program in church, and he told her to come home to serve a punishment, and he told her to pull off her dress, which she did. So I think maybe let's even Papa invited a church member to come home to serve punishment. Should that even be right approach to that? Or I can thank God that you're all child of God, and you didn't come for church. Maybe you did something wrong, and Papa said, come and serve punishment in my house, and you two just went there.
And the next thing,
even going there, going to Papa's house. No, going to Papa's house to serve punishment, is it even right? Because I want us to just balance things up here. You said you should remove your clothes, and you two you did. Or am I the only one seeing it from that perspective? I don't know, because I've never really had attempt rape case. I don't know, maybe if anybody can really have maybe that experience, or maybe how it is done, maybe I don't know.
Okay.
Who can really help me out on this, so that we don't just be biased and you look at, you don't understand how it is.
Okay. First is that I want to know that rape is not just a crime; it's a psychological crime. That means the person that wants to perpetrate that act has the psychological strength higher than you, like is dominant. So, and in the case of why would the lady take off her clothes, there's some personality that when a female partner is working with them, they dominate her. And there's some female partner some ladies that are like, should I say, they are weak, or they're fragile, and they are not strong, they are not outspoken, and they feel like they're the type that when a man tells them sit down, they will sit. And so because of the kind of respect she might have for him, or thinking, oh, this is right, it's my spiritual father.
You don't have
my spiritual father.
You don't have a voice to say no.
Okay.
to self-punishment?
I don't know, because we're talking about setting boundaries.
Okay.
At times knowing what you want and what you don't
Let
want.
me give you an example.
You understand?
I was still young, like 15, 16. We have someone like a youth pastor. He's not yet ordained, but he's the one attending to us as fronting as youth pastor. So he invited me to his house. He said he wants to start taking us mathematics. We're paying for the jam.
Okay.
And I go to his place. And after the jam meeting, he called me in. I want to be teaching you personally. But God is telling me something, that you are my wife. I said, okay. I want to train you. I said, okay. I want to make sure that you went to university. I said, okay, sir.
But you are my wife.
Okay.
But
God is saying something about you.
And I still want to
And
help
I
you.
want to confirm that. I need to be sure that you are a virgin.
Okay.
Because to walk this journey with you, I want to make sure that you are still pure. Okay, I'm a virgin. How will I know? I'm telling you I'm a virgin. No, you take off your clothes. I will check you myself to confirm if you're a virgin. I said, no, you are a man. You can't ask me to take off my clothes.
And he was older than you.
Yes, he's already a graduate. He's working. He should be in his like 29, 30.
Okay.
So I said, your mom is there. You can take me to your mom. Help me check if this guy is a virgin.
Okay.
But you can't check me and confirm if I'm a virgin. And it was like, all this was talking, and next thing I said, I'm going home. So I opened this door, I went home. Only for me to go to know that even a lady that is older than me fell for it. And the reason why that one fell for it is because she's not educated, like she didn't understand what is going to happen to her. I want to say those days, some ladies from some home we've come from, they don't tell you that, oh, a guy can take advantage of you or rape you. They trust, they believe, like, oh, he's my pastor, he's my brother, he's my uncle. What is the big deal about my note that he can't see? After all, I used to off my clothes and change in front of my brother. They don't understand that.
I don't know at what age will a grown-up man tell a girl and say, oh, well, put off your clothes, and you still believe that he has no
Depends
on
the upbringing.
What kind of trust with somebody?
Depends on the upbringing. Have you seen a lady that will take off her clothes in front of a man? And she will say that, yes, well, have you not seen it? What is it?
Yes.
And so such person can have a spiritual father and say, he's not my spiritual father. She has seen many nudes now.
Mama, hold on.
There's
Sorry,
no
let
big
me
deal.
hear from
No,
Energy.
I can understand what she's trying to say. Yes. Because why she said no, we know the kind of person she is. She doesn't take
her personality.
Her personality. That's what really saved her. I understand her. Because the girl might be like, okay, he's a pastor. He can't hurt me.
He trusts.
Yes.
Kind of high trust level.
Innocent person. He can't hurt me. He just wants to check. Let me prove to him that I'm a good girl. And he took that advantage. So it's possible.
Wow.
In that case,
Yes.
it's possible. But this one, 25 years old lady, how old you?
It's still coming from a place of trust,
25 years old lady.
How about maybe a place of being manipulative?
Yes.
How about we look at it from, fine, I agree with you now that there are some ladies that have that kind of trust level with the so-called, not even opposite, as a godfather, godparent, my uncle, they have that kind of respect and fear for them that, oh, they can't hurt me. You understand? And I think another side that is, how about if the person is being manipulative? So people can be so domineering that, they use a lot of things, like the way I heard about this man, that is very strong and powerful, that whatever he says, you just have to do it. Maybe touch and go, or do as I say. You understand? So, that's another angle, because you have to look at it critically. Different stories from this, and
yes,
I was like,
but if you are coming from that angle, if truly maybe the man was manipulative or something, how will the girl, as in, have it as in at the back of her mind, and at the end of the day still have that mind to fight to remember to fight against it?
Or did you?
That is why being manipulative is not being
conscious of what is happening.
Yes, it's just like being cajoled, being psychologically brought into something you don't want to be part of. After the event, you will feel like, what just happened? Why did I get myself in here? So it's that moment that they lost the will, but they got the willpower after the event, and they're like, no, I'll fight for this. Why will you do this to me? So that doesn't mean that they can't fight for what happened previously.
So it's like they really brought the person has bought the other person's mind she can't resist anything he's doing. Like, it's like a force.
Yes.
Like maybe a force that is being used to work on the mind of that person so that she can't think or have the strength to withdraw. You understand?
Yeah.
Well, I think we're not really, I don't want us to dwell much on this, but way out to help people, because we can't just be talking about things, because a lot of things are happening. But how do we help people that are falling victim of this? There are lots of these people outside there. So let's talk about how we can help ladies, female. We're going to talk about the other aspect, but let's talk about the female part too, because you were saying something the other time, that there are lots of women that don't have the courage to speak out.
Yes.
Thank God for the person you are.
Yeah.
Your personality really helps you. If people sees you, they will say, you are outspoken, you are arrogant, you don't have respect for elders. But I think you have a voice to fight for yourself. You have a voice to say no. But there are a lot of people that have grown up with low self-esteem. They've grown up to be timid, that once they see anybody harassing them, they lose it all.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you understand? So I think that kind of strength, that kind of energy, is this something that maybe your parents instill in you, or you have it personally?
Okay. On that, it starts from childhood. I would say I give it to my dad. My dad was a policeman. While growing up, I appeared to be the favorite of all the brothers in the areas. Oh, pretty small girl, I know. So my dad started educating me about sex like when I was 7 years old.
Okay.
He came back and he saw me sitting on one brother's lap. And that's the first time my father will ever tell me, get up, with a very hard tone. So I thought he's going to beat me today. So my God was like, sit down there. You are a girl. Look at the mirror. You are not like them. You are attractive. You are beautiful. There's something called sex. Sit down.
At 7 years?
Yes. I mean, that told me.
And your mom never
No, my mom is not the type
that calls you
that
to talk to
my
you?
mom never discuss sex with you.
I think we
No.
need to address more
That's,
on
my
this.
mom would never, but my dad was like, you are a girl, if a guy touch you here, he has no right to touch you. He has no right to drug, he has no right to hug you. He has to ask you, can I hug you? So my dad stopped sitting and talking with guys that are not your friends. They like you, they want to get what you have. You are like a juice, you are like a sweet. So stay away. So he started, before I knew it, I have this kind of protective against men that you can, even if you are older than me in the street, you can't come and say, hey, come here. I'll look back, I won't say you, I'll walk away. Because you're a man. Because when I report to my dad, I say, why are you calling my daughter when I'm not there? Is she your sister? Don't call her like that again. So that's how I was able to build that attitude. Though my mom ate it. My mom see it as being arrogant. And she started beating me, stop this, stop that. But anytime I'm with my dad for holiday, my dad was like, what happened? You are cold, you are not talking. I said, my mom doesn't like me talking. She'll be beating me. She said, no, don't listen to her. Don't listen to her. This is what I'm telling you, okay? I said, okay, sir. So that's how I was able to build that. Do you know, I brought in my first platonic boyfriend at JSS3. Everybody was shocked. The guy wrote me a letter. I got him, I give it to my dad. My dad laughed, said, bring him home, let him come on Saturday. And I was like, Dad, you beat him. I won't beat him. Tell him to come and greet you. And he came. He said, that's how are you? What's your name? How old are you? Do you know what it's meant to be? Boyfriend, girlfriend. He just started talking to him like, who is your father? Where do you live? Do you not have a gun inside? I can shoot you. And he was like,
It's your girlfriend when getting a police man.
So he was like, no. But I was like, okay, she's my baby, You can be a friend. You guys don't know anything about boyfriend, girlfriend. You don't know what is called love. Face your studies, okay? Said, okay, you can see him off. And that was the end. You go to school, you tell my friend, said, this girl, if you tell her, she's going to tell her father. So that's why when I lost my dad, I was like, where will I start from? But it's as if he knew he would die early. No, because my dad taught me everything, even before I became a woman, that you don't do this, don't allow a man to. There was something called reverse psychology. I learned that from my dad when I think I was 13 or 14. My other brother used that thing on me. They were trying to convince me to do something, so they realized they couldn't confuse me, they confused me. So I was like, what will I do now? I was not confused. And I was my dad, my brother said, if I should give him my own egg, he will give me fish. I said, I don't want to give him my egg. He said, okay, if I eat the egg, there is no egg I will eat tomorrow. I will not eat any fish in this. I said, he's trying to confuse you. Be smart. That is a man for you. He couldn't get what you have. And he's trying to make you feel if you eat this one, there's no other one for you. Is it the one buying it? Am I not your father? If you need egg, come to me. I'll buy more eggs in this house. Don't give anybody your eggs. So that thing stick in me. Like, you want to get something from me, you're trying to now cajole me. If I say, I'll tell you, no, don't worry, I will get another one. Don't just tell me I can't get it again. I have a way of getting another one. You are not the last bus stop. So that is how it comes. So we're going to talking about protecting the girl child. I think it's the job of the parents. I have young girls coming to me, my niece and all, because their parents love the way I handle them. If you don't want your child to be taught sex education, don't send that to me. So far I see the girl grown up, about to be looking so pretty, I'll sit her down. Who is talking to you in your street? Has anybody touched your lap? Has anybody touched your hand? I start talking to them because they need to know.
Sure.
But generation, these parents, they don't want to talk about it. They just leave their children. They are children now, let them be children. And you'll be surprised that these children, let them children, they are doing mommy and daddy movie behind your back. And they are doing something nonsense. You don't even know. So that is where it comes from, training them.
From whom? Mama, thank you very much for that. Before we even go further in that, you mentioned something now that reminded me of something again about this case on ground, that some people, like all this what do they call them? This rape
victims.
Yeah, not the victim.
The rapist.
Yeah, the rapists that they use, they promise to give them something to get something else from them. If you can remember the story of yesterday, some weeks ago, about the relationship between the mother, the sister, and what conspired with, because somebody was mentioned it in the comment section that when this man of God, so-called man of God, was giving your mommy 100,000, that she said it in Yoruba so that people would not. You understand that when you were collecting, everything was being sweet. You were collecting everything. You didn't say anything. But now that the thing now turned back on you, you are now speaking out. That how about those times? So I read it on the internet that this by Bishop Feyi was given this victim money. That there's some. I think there were 4 cases. 3 of them, he said they use it against him, that is not true. He was saying maybe some people he gave a woman 100K, he helped another one to get a house. He was giving them, so he was supporting them.
Okay.
You understand that? Maybe because he was trying to get them, that's why he was just giving them some. So I was not like, okay, fine. Is it wrong for a pastor to want to help a member? Or should you not be suspicious of your father in the Lord in quote if he's trying to help you, give you things, and you'll be like, is there something this person is? Because we've seen cases of such cases whereby a pastor would just want to be generous to a member, and the member will think, maybe this pastor is even interested in me. You understand that? So I want us to talk about that, because this is really is one of the things that people really talk about, that because they do all this generosity because they want to steal something from them.
No, it's not in all cases.
Okay.
It's not in all cases. The case of Bishop Feyi, that said it gives money. It might not be because of that. It might not be because he wants to get something back. And it might also be because he wants to get something back. That I don't know. But if a pastor is generous, it's a giving. Because whatsoever, when you give, you receive.
Remember the story of TB Joshua, it's still the same scenario, that he always he gives money.
And that doesn't mean, and somebody mentioned Mama Teresa too, that she gives and she doesn't expect something in returns. So you seeing men of God giving doesn't mean that they have something negative behind their giving. It's not all.
Okay. Sorry, can we talk about the mode of giving?
Okay.
I think the mode of giving defines if he has something he's trying to work on you
psychologically.
psychologically.
To look at this
Okay,
thing,
like the TB Joshua. What Yeti Talk said. She said that sometimes when the mom dressed nice,
he appreciates her.
Yes, that is psychologically working on her.
yes, that
He's trying to be the dominant.
So that whenever he makes any request or anything,
like, this man always appreciate me,
But do you know that some people can also do it without
naturally
having anything in mind, just to appreciate and also use that to encourage other people?
Do you know that it's wrong to do that to somebody's wife?
To appreciate?
Yes, to give money to somebody's wife that she looks good.
The person is the staff.
Yes.
He's a staff.
He's the staff.
Do you know that in my former office where I work from, if you look good, The chairman will never dip more hand into his own pocket and give you money.
Okay, let's take maybe looking good away. Maybe just want to support.
Just want to
support.
They are meant to support.
So it's
there's
wrong
welfare in the
now
church.
Okay, if welfare cannot really meet up.
The pastor can give it to welfare to give you. What is the mode of giving? You have to come to me for help, for me to help you, isn't it? So what happens to you helping me when I did not ask for it?
But if the welfare comes to you and said, okay, Daddy Gio, yes, so Daddy Gio said we should give you the, it's still the same.
But I asked for the help.
No, you might not. You might not.
That is what the mode of giving has to do with it. The mode of giving.
You might not.
So your opinion now is that it is wrong for a pastor, a papa to give money
without you asking, without members asking.
Without members asking.
Or even if he maybe he's a generous man of God that gives. You understand? Like he always love to support his members.
I heard a story. I don't know how true it is that there was a time that that Adeboye asked that who can drive. Like in a program that people rushed out. I mean, distributed as a car keys to
publicly,
them.
Right?
Publicly, yes.
He discussed
this one too. This is Mama Yeti too. Is in public.
I think it's
not hidden. Yes, with the people that they are working with. So I don't want to use that as maybe
even if it's not even public, even if the pastor want to you make it maybe something personal.
Private, because there are some things that when you give the let, you don't let the right to know.
Anyway, you might be right.
You understand?
But that's why I said the mode of giving. You see. Some of us that every woman is gifted with an instinct to know what is right and what is wrong. That's why I said the mode of giving will define what that person is trying to do. When somebody gives you something, your pastor, your father in the Lord, as a gift, there's something in you that tells you, oh, Daddy is helping me. Daddy gives me. And when the motive of giving is because I want to dominate you because I will abuse you one day, there's this, you have the instinct, why is he giving me all this? Why me? Why is he favoring me? The question will be coming before the day. That's why they said for every rape victims, there's been a sign to show this person want to take something from you. But you really don't know what the person wants to take. They might feel, oh, he likes me, he takes care of me. But there's something deep down that will be questioning that gift. Why me? Why are you always giving me this? Why are you always... You will not feel comfortable. There's an instinct behind it. The mode of giving still matters. But the way you call people out who want a car key and give them, that man saw the mother, you look nice today, and gave her... That's not the only time you ever gave her money. That was the only time she told her daughter.
Sure?
Yes, because it starts from that. That's the only one she's able to open up. We should be able to open up. If she enters his office and like, come, give me a hug. You smile good and give her money. She won't get home and tell her daughter.
But you know that there's some people that Baba Adeboye will have personally give money help without even the wife knowing.
Yes.
And there is nothing, any other
That's
thing.
That's why I said the mode of giving. MG, I can tell you, I want to give you this my drinks. Drink it. I think you are tasty. You don't have any cup in front of you, and you take it, oh, thank you, and you drink it. And I look at you, I smile. I like the fact that you take it. Deep down, like, what's special with the drink?
Yes.
Why is she acting that way? And I mean, just come and say, everybody take Coke, drink, you have a cup of tea, and enjoy your day, and...
You move on, yes.
There is a mood behind every giving. So they know...
And for individual
we should be always... we should
suspicious of the kind of give the kind of give as a man of God, the kind of give
you should design
not suspicious.
You should design what we are taking
and what you are taking from people.
And the mode, like what she said, after giving the cup there was a reaction, and that you can read that it's because you give me this. But there are some people who give and just they move on.
And I think another thing is, is it a general giving or just you alone? That Papa is just giving. Papa is just interested to give
Papa can
money
give individual
all the
It
time.
can be general, it can be individual. Honestly, it can be general, it can be.
We're just talking about things that precede all this rape case, and that subtly comes under, and before you know it, people just fall victim, and you won't be able to say no.
Yes,
you understand? These are really to giving something to take something back from them, because these are some of the allegations that was
Even some people doesn't even need to give you anything. Like what you said, there is a way they will manipulate you, there is a way they will cajole you, and when they ask, you will not be able to say no. They don't even need to give you something.
Or they instill fear.
Do you know, even as we're speaking now, statistics ask that in Nigeria there may be like 10,000 girls that is being raped right now.
Sure.
And how many of them have the courage to speak out?
Because the society will castigate them. Take a rape victim to police station, start from there.
Yeah.
They will ask you, how did you dress? Where are you? What are you doing?
No, don't even go too far. From the home, how many parents can believe if their child, if their daughter
even
comes
the
to
ones
them,
that will believe
that's their mommy or somebody, and you know all these rape cases, there are people that are so close that they will never even believe.
Even the ones that
you want to go and tell your mommy that Papa, Daddy Gio raped me. You
go for deliverance.
Even the one that will believe will be like, let's cover it. Don't say it again, but don't go to him again. But don't let us say it, because it will be like a stigma. Let's just cover our shame. They will take the child to hospital, maybe do whatsoever, and then cover everything.
Yes.
It happens like that. Some people will believe, like, no.
Just because of shame.
Don't mommy, because of mommy, rape, you understand? And they want to cover the other, and not even considering the effect on the victim.
Because I told you a story of a grown-up lady that went through this case as in from an uncle, and she summoned at age, I think 12 or 13. And she summoned the courage to tell her mom. And guess what the mom did? The mom took her to church for deliverance, that she's possessed.
Yeah.
That's to an uncle. Imagine if she now tells her mom that is my pastor, is our pastor. Don't you think the mother will even say, this child is not my child? As in, she will just disown that. She will say, no, this child, you want to destroy Papa's ministry. You understand? So I think parents need to do more on this.
Even if parents are not ready, I think we should let's always talk directly to this victim. Let us let them know that they can stand. That is why we are here. Let us always tell them that they can stand on their own, irrespective of their parents. If they know where to go.
Yes.
If you can educate them to know where to go, and they know that their parents are not the kind of parents that welcome such, they can walk in freely to talk to someone that can help them. But so many children, even boys. We are talking about girls now. Even boys, there's some boys that are going through. That's
another topic that if we start, we will never finish.
Boys are being
boys do go through rape too, but do they come out?
And I don't know.
Men go through. Someone said that men are raped.
Psychologically, being raped is like when someone is thrown into a washing machine. And you're rolled up, and they open it and they pulled you out. It depends on your stamina. Some will be able to stand up. Some will be able to face anybody. Some, the ground will still be rolling, and they think it's still going on around them. So these rape victims, you can't tell them to come out. They need somebody. They need help. They need someone they can come up to and say, this is what happened to me. Especially boy child. Most boys have been molested by one auntie in the street, and they can't tell their mom. Because even when they tell their mom, they're like, how can I? And you know, rape is like somebody taking authority over you. So how will you be able to tell that people that, so I've lost myself, somebody overpowered me? As a boy child, the ego is there. Like, no, I can't tell my mom. She will say, a girl raped me. I mean, man. So they will keep it to themselves. Meanwhile, the parent is still see their boy child, but the child is just out of washing machine. Psychologically, he's still rolling somewhere, trying to find his bearing, trying to know if he can walk again, trying to know if he can talk to somebody. So what we really need, we need ourselves, we need empathy. We need each other. We need our parents to stop invalidating their children's feelings. It's high time we stop that, even as individual, to stop invalidating. As you're speaking now, someone might be raped and they'll go to one thing, you are raped. Shut up, Joyce, why are you actually crying? Clean your face, why are you crying? Thank God it's just once now. Go and bath. Well, you're not her. You don't know what she's feeling. So why are you validating her feelings that you are raped? Shut up. No. We should start giving empathy to people. You are raped. How do you feel? What do you want to do? Do you want to press charge? Do you think you can face it? Do you want to go to the hospital? And the first time you are raped, either you want to go to station, you want to report, you want to try the case, the first place to go is an hospital. and not public hospital, not the private hospital,
Okay.
public hospital.
Okay.
It's good to get the pap smell. It's good to get yourself tested, and they are going to get the report that you were raped, and describe how they met, the state at which they met you when you came in, and probably check the semen, DNA, put it down.
Okay.
Because in case the person that raped you may come and use it against you, God forbid. We have many sisters that their sister husband raped them, and you now come and say your sister is prostitute, she's forcing herself on me.
Yes.
What if you are just gone and cleaned up? You don't have any evidence. So such evidence is good to keep it. So in case the person come up in future, or in case maybe 15, 20 years later, you now want to file for the case, like, no, I won't take it. Because rape is it's not something you can just heal up from.
Sure.
It affects people.
Yeah.
It's something that keep on coming.
Psychological.
Some have PTSD because of it. They can't sleep alone.
Sure.
Some, the husband can't touch them. Some, they can't marry. Some men, some boys that are raped, they can't love. When they just go and carry a show and say, you shut up, don't talk to me, close your eyes. Because that thing is still affecting them. So that is why they have to give some rapists life imprisonment. So it's good to get those tests done, then keep it till when you can now stand and say, okay, I want to fight you. And if you are the type that can stand up immediately, you have people to support you. So don't worry, we're with you. Go ahead. Fight for the case. There's no stigma there. Nobody has right to take it from you.
Where would they go to?
I think there are some. Just trying to check some.
Yes.
Lagos State's domestic and sexual violence
Yes.
team. Now, one of them is this Mirabel.
Okay.
Mirabel Center, the Sexual Assault Referral Center, that's Department of Family Medicine, Lagos State University Teaching Hospital,
Yeah.
Ikeja, Lagos, and their telephone number is 080-5626-8573. I go again, 080-5626-8573. The Lagos State Ministry of Women Affairs for rescue, shelter, and accommodation, and that's Lagos State Secretariat at Lausa, and their phone number is 080-8575-4226. Then Lagos State Ministry of Youth and Social Development for rescue, shelter, and accommodation minor, that is maybe for children.
Yes.
So that one too is in Alausa. Their number is 090-5590-2175. Then DSVRT, that's Domestic Violence and Rape Case, Ministry of Justice. Their number is 0813796000048. Yeah. 08137960048. So you can just call on any of this number. Like she rightly said, that there are times that if you don't, like you said, that if you don't see people that can really believe your story,
Yes.
call any of these numbers. And I like the fact that you said the procedure to do if for a victim of rape,
Yes.
as if it is actually rape, or just go to
Even
the
if it's not rape. Do you know that Section 359 of Nigerian law, Nigeria Act, Criminal Code Act in Nigeria says any person who attempts to commit the offense of rape is guilty of felony.
attempts.
Yes, and
Even
is
if
liable
attempt.
to imprisonment for 14 years, with or without caning. If anybody tries to attempt to rape you, turn your clothes, you have injury all over your body, though you're able to save yourself, you can save the next victim from being raped by reporting that person. And let the person go to prison for that act.
And someone was even talking about this Babajisha case. That his own, even there's evidence for his own, and they didn't sentence
No,
him
there's
to,
no evidence.
That one, there's no evidence of
the
raping,
camera,
but it's
the attempt.
Yes,
no
that is why.
penetration.
There's
That's
no
why
the first time that he did it, if they are going to the hospital,
evidence.
get evidence and dated,
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
he would have gone to life imprisonment.
life in prison.
But now they can only say he's attempting and
Attempting to
assault.
rape. That one is
Yes.
like
On
an
a minor,
assault
so-
on a minor.
So
Well, I think we've been able to learn so much from this, and please let's just take it to all this thing, like the boy rape case. I think we're going to talk about that more, and maybe, because honestly, it's a serious case too. Because I have two boys, and it's been my prayer. I remember
they are covered.
I just remember they are covered. They are covered. I know there was a time. Let me just share this. My boy was still. My first one was like maybe he just started primary school, maybe nursery 2 or thereabout, and he came home, and I saw something on his pants. When he came home, he put down his pants, and I saw something that looks whitish. But when I saw that thing, when he removed the pants, my head scattered. I was like, "What is this?"
You ask him.
I asked him, but it was still small. He saw something whitish that looks like a sperm on his you understand? Because I was like, a small boy cannot be discharging by this age now. So I asked him, what is it? He couldn't even talk. Immediately I called I think I went to the hospital straight away. Then I wasn't even educated with all this one. I went to the hospital. I showed the doctor, and I think our doctor should even do well. Do you know what the female doctor that I showed said? Kini lele she just concluded kamari kini lele I was like, immediately I just took the boy and the pants. I went straight to the school. Oh yeah, where is the auntie, the nanny? I was like, what happened to what happened to my child? What is this? They said they don't know. I said, you don't know what? I'm going to call the police. Thank God I didn't even call my mother-in-law. If I had called her, in fact, the case would have been something else. So I now went back, I think with the proprietress, or we now went back to the hospital. Okay. So now the MD was around that time. So when we got there, so he just checked it. He said, your child has dysentery. That thing is, is an age fair, is a very mature doctor experience. He said, this is dysentery, so it looked like all this mucor stuff, you understand? So, and he wasn't doing that before he left the house. There was no symptom of dysentery. So, later on, and also that he was really having that thing. I was not saying my body they would have sued me, So that's why it's always good to get your evidences right. Don't just rush to because you won't be able to rectify some things you are going to spoil. So what I'm saying in essence is, boy child who can be raped by all their caregivers, nannies, teachers, and the likes. So if they are telling you your boy child is telling you something, please take note of that. And if just try and be observant with your children. If he's trying to avoid you touch some area and some things, avoid it. Just try and talk to your children, educate them with sex education. Please talk to them, please. I think with that, and for the men that have been raped, please speak out.
Yes,
speak out. How else do we say that? Yes. Speak out. We can't speak for you. We can only speak for girl child, but at the same time, we can just tell you to speak out. Speak out, talk about it. People will believe you. People that really understand, that can really reason. We don't just look things on one side. Just be holistic about the perspective at which you look at things. So it's not just one side. It's not just only female. In fact, more males, as in males even go through this, and it keeps repeating itself because they can't talk. Yeah. You understand? So I think they should have the courage to speak up. And society at large again, whenever you hear people speak about this, please don't just say it's a lie or just debunk the story, or just try and find out, okay, could this be true? Don't say it's a shame on you as a man. How will a woman marry? And so I think you are saying something that maybe most of the men, maybe they enjoyed the rape. And what were you saying?
Because they don't speak out.
They don't speak out. And you know that honestly speaking, that's what has really led a lot of men, a lot of boys to being promiscuous, as in not because they've been exposed to sex at early age. You understand?
Not just the sex, they lost attachment.
Yes,
they felt used, and they want to give back. It's like somebody taking what you ought to give, take it by force. And when you now grow up, you feel like, okay, I'll give all of you without even your own interest. So it's like they took the real self, the real personality, and they locked them up. And they're not trying to bottle it by hurting every female that comes around.
Please, if you are a guy and you want to pay back by hurting female, please, it's not going to help you. It's just going to cause more harm, because what goes around,
you see a therapist
too. Yes, please go see a therapist. It's very, very important to talk to. Find somebody a trusted person you can talk to that can help you through this. Thank you very much for coming online today again. Thank you.
Thank you.
I hope you had a nice time.
Yes, I enjoyed it.
So you are here today, and next time where we are going to bring you. See, let me just give them an hint of what you're going to talk about. She's very good at how to enjoy the other room.
Jesus Christ.
What is Jesus Christ now? Don't bring Jesus Christ into this matter, because I don't know very good at that matter.
No, Jesus Christ is not against
So again, that time we're going to bring her, and the person I'm going to join her, that she's my bestie now. But my Avalon is going to come here too because I know they are very good at that topic. I know it's a very. The day we were talking about that, and you were giving us some tips, and I was like, she was loaded. That's what I've been wanting to bring her to come and talk. It's very important. She's very good at that.
You just have to read about all those things.
Yes, you know it now. She's loaded. Yes. So we're coming here again. We're bringing you here again. So I'm saying it publicly now so that I'm already hook you.
Bringing you again.
All right.
All right, everybody. Thank you for coming. Thank you everybody
you.
for watching. Please do well to subscribe to this channel. Thank you for everyone that have subscribed already. I really appreciate you. Do drop your comments, like this video, share this video with your loved ones. Thank you very much. And to victim of rape, I want to just tell you that please and please, you will be fine. I know you've been traumatized with what you've gone through, but please go see a therapist. It's very important. I haven't gone through everything because I know your mental health has been affected, and so that this thing will not affect other areas of your life, see a therapist, talk to somebody, talk to a professional that can help you come out of this trauma. Thank you very much. Till I come away again next week, it will be me, Alabi, saying have an amazing weekend. Bye.
Bye.